Live from Irvine, California, and Anteater Stadium, Big West Productions is proud to present the Big West Conference Women's Soccer Tournament. Tonight, the semifinals, and first up in the 5 p.m. time slot, Long Beach State, the 49ers, the top seed this week and the regular season champions, against the 4th-seeded UC Davis Aggies. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Martinez. An exciting and competitive regular season race has led us to this. Tonight, 4 teams playing 2 games for the chance to stick around until Sunday and play for a championship. That championship also carries with it an automatic bid to the NCAAs. After this one, the 7:30 semifinal features the host UC Irvine Anteaters against second-seeded UC Santa Barbara.
And now let's meet the starting 11 for Long Beach State.
The players are being introduced right now. First UC Davis, and now the top-seeded and regular season champ Long Beach State.
Number 5, Rocio Rodriguez. Number 7, Kayla Cannon.
Taking a look at UC Davis starting lineups. They had one first-teamer.
Number 10, Chloe Froment.
That made the Big West first team.
Number 13, Taylor Weisslein.
But the Wildcat line is not in the starting lineup tonight. They go with these 11 ladies. Alexis Smith in goal.
Number 17,
4 in the back, 4 in the middle, 2 up top.
Number 18, Katie Pingle. Number 21, Alyssa Alvarez. Number 24, Kaylee Ramirez. The head coach.
And now for Long Beach State, they have Amani McDonald in goal. They boast the midfielder of the year, Dana Futakuni. She starts in the midfield. Sarah Maurer, the defensive player of the year, she's starting in that back middle forward. And Mauricio Ingracia, the coach of the year. Time for the national anthem on the other side. Kickoff of the first semifinal here in the Big West Women's Semis. And with that, we're just about set. Are we going head to head? This is the way the race shaped out in the Big West. As you can see, very tight, 17, 16, 15, 14 at the top. Hawaii was in it till the very last day. At the bottom of the standings, you see Cal State Fullerton, their run of 6 straight Big West appearances in the Big West tournament, a record, ended this year. But the Titans did make their mark and did have their influence on the top half of the conference, knocking out Hawaii when it could have been Hawaii here this week instead of UC Davis. So UC Davis made it when Hawaii lost to the Titans on Sunday, and UC Davis still controls his destiny trying to get to the NCAA tournament. They've never been in Division I. Long Beach State, they've been here, and they're trying to do it once again. They've won the Big West tournament 3 times this decade, 2010, 2011. They won it right here at Anteater Stadium, and they won it at home in 2016. These teams also played just 1 week ago. It was last Thursday up at UC Davis that Long Beach scored very early. UC Davis tied early, and they traded back and forth throughout a wild first 60 minutes, and early in the second half, Davis finally came back to tie at 3-3. But the last 50 minutes, there weren't any goals. Kind of the opposite of what you might expect with two top teams. You'd expect them to feel each other out for the first hour or so and then have the game open up. But it was the opposite last week. All 6 goals were scored in the first 60 minutes. So we'll see what happens here tonight with UC Davis in the navy, Long Beach State in the white. UC Davis is starting with the ball, and they are going from your right to left. Temperature reached 80 degrees in Irvine this afternoon, and it is a touch humid right now. Should be a fast track. Field looks absolutely in perfect condition, and Long Beach will get its first touch as Davis kicks the ball out of bounds. Long Beach State with control. They're half of the field. Alyssa Alvarez with it. Looking for Kayla Cannon. The ball ticked out of bounds by UC Davis. Long Beach State a chance to throw it into the final third. Long Beach State last week at UC Davis scored 96 seconds in. Good defense there by Emma Haskell for UC Davis. Stolen back, though, by Rocio Rodriguez. And Long Beach State still with it on the Davis side. Taylor Bisline giving way to Sarah Maurer. And now Chloe Fremont. Davis hasn't had a real touch with possession. They had a knockdown their side of the field. They're still looking for their first string of passes together. Katie Pingill. Bisline tried to fire it down and got knocked down. Still loose. We won't see our first whistle there. Katie Pingill tackling the ball away for Long Beach. The 49ers still with it. Their coach is Mauricio Ingracio, one of the most successful coaches on the West Coast, and for the second time this year, he was named the Big West Coach of the Year. Long Beach very patient, now fighting that ball down the far side. But Kaylee Ramirez saw that ball hook in front of her and go out of bounds.
Throw in, UC Davis.
UC Davis gets to throw it in from deep in their last third. And they get a touch out of bounds from Long Beach State, and it's UC Davis. Called on UC Davis, and Long Beach State gets a chance to knock it. Chested down towards Pingill. She's dispossessed. Long Beach State picks it up again, and now our first ball into the box is for Kayla Cannon. Shooting, keeper saves. Second ball cleared by Margot Ridgway. Down to the far corner, Kaylee Ramirez wins the first corner of the night for Long Beach State. And we're in the 4th minute in our first corner.
Corner kick. Long Beach State. Standing on the ball, number 10, Chloe Fremont.
Long Beach State this year won 5 of 8 Big West Conference games with 2 ties, only 1 loss. That was to UC Riverside. 49ers giving to Ramirez. Now Fremont boots into the box. And it skips just in front of Dana Fujikuni, working the back post for Long Beach.
Goal kick
For UC Davis. So Davis is able to stop Long Beach State on the corner. No shots taken. Alexis Smith is the goalkeeper for Davis. With 16 starts in 1,500 minutes. A save percentage of .790. And Amani McDonald gets her first touch for Long Beach. And Davis is on Long Beach side with the ball for the first time. Down the near side for Alicia Sloss. Sloss gets down the line against Vermont. And the first shot for UC Davis gets knocked back in the direction of Haley Rittershofer. Long Beach with a chance to clear. Davis with the steal. Nicole Carson into the far corner with a cross. Knocked around, but no shots for Davis. It comes out to Emma Haskell. Her ball in is headed away. And Long Beach now fully clears to the Davis side. Five minutes gone, 40 to play in the first half. That'll be Long Beach State ball, I think. The center ref overrules.
Throw-in, UC Davis.
Rocio Rodriguez, pretty sure she had that throw-in wand for Long Beach. But it goes the other way. And Haskell throwing in. And Davis will get it again. Chested out there by Alyssa Alvarez. Alvarez gets to that throw in as well, keeps it in bounds this time. Janae Gonzalez with it for Davis, her left-footed ball into the ball. Donald. Six gone by, 39 to play in the first. And so we get no early goals this week from UC Davis and Long Beach State. Last week it was Long Beach State scoring first 96 seconds, as I mentioned, top of the show. And UC Davis had answered by the fourth. But this week they do play the first 6.5 with just a couple of shots, one each way. Nothing doing for Davis on the attack, stolen away by the Beach. No room to go up there for Dana Fujikuni. That's the second foul on Davis right there.
Direct kick.
Long Beach State has scored 30 goals this year. A couple of times in Big West play, they ended up getting 3 in one match, so they can be a tough one to stop. They got 3 at Davis last week. Leading scorer for Long Beach State is Ashley Gonzalez. She has 6 tallies on the season. Followed by Fujikuni, who had 4, and Katie Pingle with 4. Long Beach in the white, Davis in the navy. Ball is cleared and blocked back to the keeper. Ends up with Alexis Smith. That ball headed to the sideline by Sarah Maurer. And it stayed inbound. Somebody wanted for Long Beach State. But now Davis back with it. And Davis will get a throw on that side of the field in front of the Long Beach bench. 8.5 gone by in the first.
UC Davis.
And now Long Beach State works it up to midfield. And they'll take it on the throw-in right there as it was volleyed to the sideline by Christy Brocken-Gulke.
Throw-in, Long Beach State.
The ball off Haskell's head. Comes this side for Rittershofer. And she finds no one waiting at midfield for her side. Just Vermont for Long Beach. Tough tackle in front of the circle. Little help there from Pingle, number 18. Kept it for Long Beach. Her ball for Cannon. Cannon shot. Save towards the back post by Smith. Our first real look of the night. Kayla Cannon getting to that long one. First foul of the night on Long Beach. 2 fouls Davis, 1 foul Long Beach.
Direct kick.
1 corner Long Beach, and the stats read 2 shots for Long Beach. And it was 1 for Davis, one of the last times down. And no touches in the box, but staying in bounds. I did get a touch inside the box. It went off Long Beach, so Davis gets the corner. Their first of the night.
Corner kick. UC Davis.
First sub of the night. Here comes Davis's first teamer, Malakatline. And a good spot for her to be. In the box on the first corner. Catline has 3 goals on the season, and second leader for Davis. The ball never got to her. Cleared away by Long Beach. Possessed by Davis. 11 gone by in the first, 34 to play in the half. Davis will take it on the throw. Davis still looking for an avenue out, and they find it. Well done from Lauren Nickel. Catline looking for her first touch. Nothing clean. Good job by Carson to save the possession. But her attempt towards the Long Beach box finding just the 49ers. Gonzalez won't keep it. Catline trying to keep it in bounds, but it's back with Long Beach State. So now's the feeling out process that didn't happen last week. We've had 12 minutes on the scoreboard, 2 shots for Long Beach, none for UC Davis officially. UC Davis is here in the Big West tournament with 7 wins, 7 losses, and 4 ties. They won 4 of their Big West games this year with 2 ties. And this is only their 3rd appearance in this event since going full-fledged D1 in 2007. Their most recent Big West appearance was here in 2011, losing to UC Irvine. So this team is hungry to write new program history, and they want to do it this week. And one of the things to get right is the series against Long Beach State. Only 2 ties and 6 losses since their last win against Long Beach back in 2010.
Throw in. Long Beach State.
But as everyone knows, when you start a tournament like this, it's all 0-0. And still is for 13 minutes and 32 to play in the first half. No look for Rocio Rodriguez again on the sideline.
Throw in.
That's the second time she thought she either had a throw in or thought she had kept the ball in bounds. That time thinking the ball was still in bounds. And instead of UC Davis throwing from Emma Haskell. Second ball knocked down by Janae Gonzalez. And she keeps it after that for Davis. First to Nickel. Now to Ari Zamora. Cleared forward by Ridgeway. Off a Davis body, it's going back to Long Beach. UC Davis, coached by Twyla Kaufman. She was a University of Arizona grad and player there. 5th season with Davis, first time in the Big West tournament.
Throw in. Long Beach State.
14 minutes gone by, 31 to play in the first half. even though Long Beach on the road last week at Davis scored first and early, it does stand that there would be more of a feeling out process here on a field that is a neutral site. Unfamiliar really to both teams. UC Davis did not play here during the year, and neither did Long Beach State. The crowd, as you'd expect, is mostly for Long Beach right now.
Throw in, 49ers.
UC Davis having more players that are from Northern California than, say, Long Beach would. Vermont with a throw-in. The volley by Brocken Gulke. And the second ball comes back to the sideline. Hey, we are hearing some UC Davis contingent. Not happy about what was happening there on the call. Out of bounds to UC Davis. This year, about as tight a race as you could have. As we talked about top of the show with a graphic, the top four teams were 17 points, 16, 15, 14, and the fifth place team was at 12 points. And Long Beach, as their SID Roger Kirk was telling me before the game, that going into the last day of the season, Sunday, Long Beach could have been anywhere from first to out. Doesn't get much closer than that. So they had to win. They did on Sunday, clinching the regular season title with a 3-1 win against the CSUN Matadors. UC Davis hosted Riverside on Sunday and won 1-0. Davis has the longer unbeaten streak. They're unbeaten in their last 5. Long Beach unbeaten in its last 3 with 2 wins since their loss to UC Riverside. No touches in the box for Long Beach. Out of bounds on the goal kick to Davis.
Goal kick. UC Davis.
Alexis Smith restarting. Finally won by Ashley Gonzalez and forward into a turnover. Brocken Gulke wanted for UC Davis, and Gonzalez clears, but to Long Beach at midfield. 28 to play in the first half. Scoreboard still reads 2 shots Long Beach State, no shots Davis. And both the Long Beach State shots on goal. But they seem to be pretty easy saves for Smith. Cannon forcing the action for Long Beach. No call there as Emma Haskell came back to play it, and Brocken Gulke cleared a little space for her against Cannon. Catline working for Davis, but doubled off the ball by Long Beach. That was Fremont and Alyssa Alvarez on the defense for Long Beach. 18 gone by and 27 to play in the first. No foul, just out. No handball there from Cannon. She was up in the air and her arm was across her midsection, so just a body. UC Davis with the second corner. That corner was won by Haley Ritter-Schofer from San Diego, and the Davis Aggies get the game's third corner, their second.
On ball number 29, Janae Gonzalez.
Janae Gonzalez in the near corner from Folsom, and a transfer from the Santa Clara Broncos. In swinging ball towards the back. Headed down, but the second ball should be cleared away by Long Beach. Maurer works it out of the box and then loses it. Here's a cross by Davis into the side net. Clean out of bounds, not deflected out. Goal kick for Long Beach.
Goal kick, Long Beach State.
Long Beach State has a long history here in the Big West Tournament, going back to 2005 under Mauricio Ingracio. And they've won 5 of their 9 semifinals, 2 going to shootouts. We're approaching 20 minutes gone by in the first half, 25 to play, so about half the half. Lucio Rodriguez to the second ball. And Katie Pingle ends up with a shot wide to the left. That'd probably be one of the more clean looks for Long Beach State so far.
Goal kick.
The problem was the shot was high and wide. There haven't been a lot of clean looks. Both teams really on lockdown. A lot of fighting for the ball in the midfield. Not a lot of open space in any direction. And that one happened to be off a second ball. Ball pumped forward by Long Beach, and Katie Pingle getting to the second. Gonzalez surrounding the ball, cleared away by Davis.
Throw in, Long Beach State.
And into the 22nd. Game number 2, semifinal number 2 coming up, 7:30 or 30 minutes after this one if we play into extra time or a shootout. The host UC Irvine Anteaters against Santa Barbara. Shot for Long Beach. Over the top from Rodriguez. And the first subs for Long Beach. Sierra Castles, a freshman from Hawaii. Alicia Laramie, one of the top freshmen in the conference. And Sarah Pilster from Long Beach Poly.
Number 11.
All 3 in for Long Beach.
And number 31, Sarah Pilster. And number 25, Alicia Laramie.
And the second UC Davis sub. This is a throw-in for them. They can wait to sub in. And here comes Brianna Duckett from Rancho Cucamonga, transfer from Arizona.
Number 25.
She comes in for Rittershofer.
Duckett.
The subs out for Long Beach were Rodriguez, Alvarez, and Cannon, with Laramie, Pilster, and Castles coming in. Catline ends up with a second ball, finds herself surrounded. It squirts this direction for Nickel. And a ball gets through the box to the far side, out of bounds to Long Beach. We played half the first half.
49ers.
And now 23 minutes gone. 22 to play in the first, still zeros. With Long Beach State having 3 shots, Davis officially no shots. Davis basically had one shot off an offensive possession, and a ball that got blocked in front of goal. Very, very little in the offensive ends. Very little even getting to the offensive end. It's not like these teams are getting down to the last third and just not getting shots or getting into the box. It's been a tough time getting down there. Definitely not the 3-3 game that developed first 60 minutes last week. Duckett helped win that for Davis. Catline on the chase. And Davis, she didn't give a huge pressure on McDonald, but McDonald didn't do well with the one-timer out of the box.
Going onto the pitch for UC Davis.
Third
Number
UC
9,
Davis sub.
Casey Palmer.
Casey Palmer from New Jersey. That was Crystal Crump, I believe, who exited.
Throw in, UC Davis.
UC Davis working it down the line, getting a second throw in. Stolen away by the beach. Stolen back by UC Davis. Palmer well defended. Palmer now in a desperate situation up against the corner flag. She comes out of it, ball still alive. And the foul by Ari Zamora of UC Davis.
Direct kick, Long Beach State.
We're inside 20 minutes to go in the first half here at Anteater Stadium. First semifinal in the Big West Conference Women's Soccer Tournament. No score between Long Beach and UC Davis. 3 shots total in the game. And you'll want to stick with us all weekend long as we have the second semifinal at 7:30 tonight, or 30 minutes after the first semi is over. UC Santa Barbara and UC Irvine. With the winner of that semi against the winner of this semi on Sunday for the championship in the Big West. Sunday final is at 1 o'clock. Long ball by Long Beach. Alexis Smith is quick to get it. Closest for Long Beach was Alicia Laramie. Ridgeway looking for a clearance. Let the ball in bounds, and Long Beach ends up with it. Turnover by Long Beach State. Catline is challenged from behind.
Direct kick, UC Davis.
So the foul by Long Beach. That's how things start to unravel sometimes in a event like this. You start to play championship soccer, and you start turning the ball over and then fouling. Sometimes you run yourself into some unfortunate defensive position. Davis has to do something with a free kick from about 45 yards away. It's in the box. Second ball comes down, but it is cleared away by Long Beach. Good win there by Sierra Castles. And look how quick she got up to keep it for Long Beach. 27.5 gone by in the first. Lauren Nickel at the opposite end for UC Davis had the second ball off the free kick come right to her feet, but she couldn't turn and get the shot off. But the game has still kind of been a treading water type first half, although Davis finding some open space if they can get it over to the far corner. And it could have ended up being an easy clearance for Long Beach, but Zamora forced it and gets it back for Davis on the throw-in. Throw in from Carson is to Catline. Catline's ball across gets headed out by Long Beach. Corner kick for Davis will be their third of the half.
UC Davis.
I don't know that the scoreboard has them with no shots, and the one possible shot they had very early wasn't off the corner. So they're still looking to do something with it. as Janae Gonzalez goes to take it for UC Davis.
Number 29, Janae Gonzalez.
Gonzalez now trying the right corner. McDonald gets a punch on it, and then it got stuck on somebody's shoulder, and when it came down, McDonald was ready to pick it up. So it wasn't a clean punch by McDonald for sure, but the result is good for Long Beach. They get to clear it away.
Throw in, UC Davis. Throw in, UC Davis.
UC Davis gets one of those on the sideline now. UC Davis as well to possess there. Can they make their move with Long Beach State caught with two in the back now? Cataline has to go and retrieve in the corner. Uses Nickel. Nickel trying to get it back to Cataline. Dana Fujikuni cleared that one for Long Beach. But it's back with UC Davis on the throw. We are inside 14 minutes to go in the first half. It's in for Cataline and back to Haskell. The header towards goal by Casey Palmer. Not a lot on it. She was bodied up pretty good on that far post. But that will go down as the first shot for Davis. Davis starting to pick it up a little bit. They're starting to win the balls in the midfield, and they've put a couple passes together here and there. That ball was knocked down by Palmer. It seemed to come off her wrist maybe, but not seen that way by the center.
Davis.
Cataline certainly does a lot of work for UC Davis. She is from one side to the other. And she's the one that we want to feed the ball to first and then work off that. So wherever the ball, which side the ball is on, that's where you're going to find Mala Cataline. Coming down on 12 minutes to go in the first half. And Long Beach State doesn't make it easy for Cataline. They had two to take the ball away from her, including Fujikuni. Fujikuni, number 9 for Long Beach, the midfielder of the year in the Big West. Long Beach has 5 players on their roster, including Caitlin Fergulia, who was hurt this year. 5 players on the Long Beach roster that have won individual awards in the conference this year.
Number 27, Rola Banawaya.
Katie Pingle comes out for Long Beach. The sub in for her is 27, Rola Banawaya, a sophomore from Riverside.
Throw in, UC Davis.
Tate picks it up in the midfield, and Fujikuni tries to start it. Davis covering the field very well, and they stop that Long Beach attack before it can start. Long Beach will try to start. Gets headed back by Davis a couple of times, and Cataline trying to settle at midfield. Duckett didn't have a lot on the pass, but ended up getting saved by Zamora. And Duckett's subsequent pass comes wide of Nickel.
Throwing, 49ers.
Pilster with the throw. Strong throwing down the line is for Laramie. Laramie make her move on Brocken Gulke. Brocken Gulke gets some help from Hasko, and it's cleared by Davis. Ball got touched out of bounds in between Pilser and Laramie. So Long Beach still with it. Long Beach with the throw. Coming down on 10 minutes to play in the first half. Laramie can't get to that one. Pilser's strong throw was better with a little more work, a little more room to work with. It's been a while since Alexis Smith has booted away. She's from San Jose. She went to Tennessee, starting her college career before coming back to Northern California to Davis.
Throwing, 49ers.
Long Beach State had pretty good control, I'd say the first 20 minutes, last 15 more towards UC Davis. But still not a lot of shots up, no matter who's been in better control of the match to this point. Almost 36 minutes and a total of 4 shots officially. UC Davis, they again defend in the midfield. And Catline looking for Palmer. Palmer in the corner. Palmer gets it across. Headed front side by Clear. Middle. And when Sierra Castles slipped and fell, it looked like Davis could get it back, but Castles recovered and keeps it for Long Beach. Ashley Gonzalez now working this side, finds a turnover with a pass. But Duckett finds a turnover to Castles. And Castles gives an early ball down the middle right to Alexis Smith. Catline gets a skip header, but no one in position for Davis, and McDonald has it for the Beach. These teams are coming up on 90 minutes played since they last scored against each other. Of course, in between, Long Beach scored 3 goals against CSUN, and Davis got a goal against Riverside. Lauren Nickel checked down in the midfield. Won't have to decide if she can continue on just yet. The referee helps her and says, so we'll get a drop ball in the midfield. So whether or not a factor shouldn't be tonight or on Sunday. It's going to be pretty sunny and maybe a touch warm, but shouldn't be a factor. Ocean breeze really not kicking in. It is a touch humid in the 5 o'clock hour, but nothing too bad. Players certainly used to it when they were from the heat of August into the fall. This is pretty nice in comparison to the summer months. Davis with the foul. Long Beach has been credited with 4 shots. Davis 1 shot. Davis 4 fouls. Long Beach 2 fouls. Davis has 3 of the 4 corners tonight, but very little on their 3 corners or the Long Beach corner very early in the match. And we have 7 and change to go in the first. And off that restart, Long Beach got it into the box, but no shots. First ball cleared away by Davis. Chested down by Sarah Pilster. Followed away by Margot Ridgway. Settled by Kaylee Ramirez for Long Beach. Fujikuni for the Beach. Outside to Badawaya. Dispossessed there by Carson. And Palmer kicking up the side. Puts it off a Long Beach white and out of bounds. Long Beach in white, UC Davis in the navy blue. It looks like we're not any close to getting a sub soon. Davis continues to play with 10. Actually, it must have got somebody in there. I thought I saw 10 at first, but now I'm counting 11. For a Long Beach restart after the first. That's going to be our first caution. That went down in the books as a yellow. Still nothing in the box for Long Beach. I think we got the clock stopped the last foul just for a warning. We ended up not getting a caution, but typically a stoppage would be accompanied by a caution, a yellow card, or a red. But nothing's coming up through the feed on the live stats that there was a yellow, just a foul there, and a warning. And coming down on 5 minutes to play in the first half, no score. Long Beach State, UC Davis, a 3-3 tie between these teams last Thursday. And they continue to play a long time against each other without a goal. Last 50 minutes on last Thursday's game, first 40 minutes of this one, all have been scoreless. Haskell and Nickel were defending. And Long Beach State, this is a great chance to get the ball in the box if they want to put it into the mess.
Long Beach State.
Ramirez in Fremont. Ramirez gives way to Fremont. Fremont with the right foot. Second ball to the top. Third ball to the corner. Cleared away by Nicole Carson. And at midfield back with Long Beach.
Throw in 49ers.
On our way to the 42nd minute. And 4 to play in the first half. Long Beach State has surged a little bit. UC Davis. Castle's giving to Bisline. In the box for Gonzalez, but it hops past her. Took a good bounce. A bounce that Gonzalez couldn't overcome. And Smith boots away for Davis. Zamora misses the second ball, and Long Beach with Fujikuni had it. Carson up to Palmer. Comes out of bounds to Long Beach State. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Catline can't play it out of the middle. Fujikuni at midfield to Castles. Light starting to take hold. Nighttime hasn't fallen yet here in Irvine. We're just a couple of miles from the ocean. Usually there's a good ocean breeze. Not tonight, though. Fujikuni playing the ball out of a double team, finding Ridgeway clearing for Davis. On the other side of the field, Marr settling for Long Beach. Badawia controlling for Long Beach. Plays it to the middle. Gave a good pass, but no one was ready for it. And it might have missed the mark just a little bit. Carson and Badawia Can't get it past Carson. Cleared by Ridgeway. Cat line up in the midfield. Long Beach State hitting the ball multiple times, still didn't go out of bounds, and it ends up working out for UC Davis. And Casey Palmer's shot from out on the right, the strongest of the night. But McDonald had that front post hugged pretty good and makes the stop. Second shot for UC Davis. Down to 75 seconds in the first half. This is Alicia Laramie, not able to keep the ball in bounds. And we'll get this sub at the final minute of the first half. As Lauren Bouvier from Weiser, Idaho, replaces Janae Gonzalez. Bove takes the spot on this side in the midfield as Davis throws the ball in. And Bove gets her first touch, a header, back towards Catline. It was defended by Pilster and recovered by Fujikuni, who finds Badawia. Badawia making moves on the far side and shoots for a goal, but it's high. Badawia on the far side for Long Beach State. Puts a left-footed ball towards the Davis goal, just a foot high. And in the final 10 seconds, Davis will give a goal kick, and that'll be it for the first 45 minutes.
1-0.
After 45 minutes in the first semifinal, the score, Long Beach State 0, UC Davis 0. Get a 15-minute halftime period, so just after 6 here on the West Coast, we'll be getting the second half kick.
Will resume in 15 minutes.
We'll also have a rundown later in the half of the halftime statistics. On the scoreboard, the neon lights show 5 shots for Long Beach, 2 shots for Davis, 3 corner kicks for Davis, 1 for Long Beach, and there were 2 saves on both sides. So that takes care of the first half. Again, these teams are tied, no score. And we'll be back later in halftime. This is the Big West Conference Women's Soccer Tournament on BigWest.tv.